Hi, thanks for tuning into our channel. Today I want to talk to you about routers and switches and why you need them, if you need them. So when you get an internet service provider to give you internet, whether it's, I don't know, any of the big major internet companies, they'll usually give you a modem. It'll either be a cable modem or it'll be a DSL modem. Now cable is just a coax line. It's a coax cable that comes to your house, and then it goes into that modem, and then it goes directly to your computer. Or they'll give you a DSL connection, which is through the phone line. It goes into their DSL modem, then it goes to your computer. So all you get is a modem. A lot of times these modems only have one port. That's a problem because a lot of people today have lots of laptops, lots of tablets, lots of phones, so they need more than one internet connection in the house. So how do you get those extra internet connections? Well, you can get a router is the most common way. So there's lots of different routers with lots of different features, and you can research these on your own, but I'm just going to basically talk to you about what these do and why you need them. So what you're going to do is from that modem, instead of going from the modem to the computer, you're actually going to go from the modem to this port. It's called a WAN port, right there. So that WAN port is for receiving internet. So from the modem to the WAN port, and then it feeds these other ports. So any computer you plug into these ports will get internet after that, which is pretty awesome. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4 computers hooked up to this. In this particular case, you can go even more because you can go wireless. You can go many computers wireless. So let's say you want to hook up 15 computers. All right, so you're kind of stuck because you only have 4 ports here, right? So that's where a switch comes in. You would buy a switch. This is a gigabit switch. So in this particular case, you would feed the WAN port from the modem to the WAN port, and then you'd fill up 1, 2, 3, 4. But on the 4th one, you'd use that port to feed this switch. So you would go 1, 2, 3 computers. On the 4th one, you'd feed this port here, and then that would feed these other ports. So now you'd have a total of, with this configuration, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 computers. So we're still not at the 10, right? So if we wanted to go, we can't use this switch because it's only they call it a 5-port switch. It's actually only 4 ports because there's no uplink port. An uplink port is actually a port that allows you to feed internet into it without sucking up one of the actual ports for a computer. They're called LAN ports. So anyway, okay, so then, and this is a 16-port switch. So in this particular case, you would go this setup, and then you'd have plenty of ports. So how it would work is from your modem to the WAN port, and it'd feed 1, 2, 3, 4 computers. But then on the 4th one, instead of going to a computer, you'd feed that one into this port here, which is an uplink port. Right there. And then by allowing the connection to go from here to the uplink port, you're now feeding all these ports. So we'll easily get to where we want to go as far as computers. If that's still not enough, then you get another 16 port switch. And switches come in different speeds too. So there's a gigabit switch, and there's 10-100, which stands for 10 or 100 megabits per second. So they transfer at different speeds depending on the network card in your computer. Most computers today have gigabit network cards. And don't allow the speed of the switch or your speed of your network card to confuse you as far as to how fast your internet goes. Even if you buy a gigabit switch, which is super fast, doesn't mean that you're going to get gigabit internet. Usually the internet will go at 3 megabits per second, or you'll go into like 7 or 10 download speeds, or they've even got it up to 50 now, or even higher, depending on how much you want to pay. But you'll never really get up to gigabit. So the advantage of getting a gigabit switch is so you can transfer data within your own little network. So let's say you've got a computer plugged into here, another computer to here. So if you want to transfer a big-ass movie from this computer to this computer, then it will go at gigabit speeds. But as far as internet connection goes, you can only go as fast as your internet connection. So if your internet connection is a 10 megabit internet connection, 10 megabyte download or 10 megabit download, that's it. You're only going to get 10 megabits. But once you get, let's say you download a file, if you want to transfer that file to another computer, that's where you're going to take advantage of the gigabit speeds or the 100 megabit speeds or whatever routers you get. So anyway, I hope this clarifies a few things about routers and switches. Most people will just need a router, wireless router if you want to go wireless. And yeah, check out the features. A lot of times the speed of the router doesn't really matter. They got the new ones now. They got excuse me, the N150 and the N300. Not a big deal. It's not going to really change your internet connection. Boy, I'm hacking up a storm here. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.